We're going to look at participants. On Moodle, your participants button is going to be up in the upper left-hand corner. The same options are available when you click on the gear in the upper right-hand corner and go to more. It is a slightly different setting section here, so you can go to users, and then under users you will get the same option, so enrolled users, groups, and other users. If we go to this participants, it just starts you with essentially enrolled users here. So you can again toggle with this gear up here to get to the same additional options, groups, enrollment methods. Those are things you probably aren't going to be adjusting on your own, but groups might be something that you choose to enable. So here under your list of participants, you can quickly see who is enrolled in your course. You can see the last time they accessed the course. So if you're questioning if someone has read a reading and you're wondering when the last time was that they were in here, you can check that. Roles, it'll show what they're listed as. So for instance, if you have to manually enroll a student, which I'm going to show you in just a second, ensuring that you have them in as the correct level, or if you have a colleague that you wanted to give access to the course, you can give full faculty rights, which means they have the ability to grade and sort of do everything. There's also non-grading faculty, so they can see everything and do and manage some items, but they don't grade the actual students. You can also see who's active. Generally, most everyone in your traditional academic courses should be active. For a course that has a lot of students in it, for instance, our placement exams, some of those have a few hundred students in it, so you can use the filters. So if I was looking for just someone with the last name that started with L, that can quickly narrow down your results so you can find someone if you were trying to find out more about them. You can also click on that particular person. You can see other courses that they're enrolled in. You can click on the full profile to find additional information. Last time I was logged in, things like that. So I can go back here. I can then click all if I wanted to see everyone again. One other option that you can look at is also seeing who is listed as faculty. So again, if you're in a larger course and you want to see what other faculty members are enrolled in that course, you can go to that, listing them as faculty, as in they have the ability to manage the course itself. So it could be, it can also be an option that another professor or another staff member could be listed as a student within a course because they are just auditing, or they just need to have access to see what kinds of content is in the course. So faculty can be listed as a student, so on and so forth. If I wanted to enroll someone else, I would come up here to enroll, and my recommendation is always to click the assign role first to ensure that you are selecting the role you want to give. Specifically, this is really important for students because right now mine is defaulting to help desk staff. For faculty, it might default to faculty or it might default to student, but ensuring that you are giving the proper access is important. So of course you don't want to give a student faculty rights and have them be able to see other people's grades, so there are FERPA concerns there as well. So I'm going to hit student, and then I can type in a last name. I don't even have to click anything. It will autocomplete and show me all the different options. So I'm going to enroll Pat into this course. And now I see Pat is listed here. She's listed as a manager because we are managers of Moodle in general. But if I had made a mistake and I wanted to upgrade her to something else, there is a pencil right next to it. Although it doesn't automatically show, you can click on this drop-down list and you can see what the other options are. So in this case, I'm going to change her to faculty. I can also click the X on the student so we don't have competing strange dual roles which might counteract functionality. So I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to click the save button. It looks like an old school floppy disk. So now Pat is listed as faculty, and we can tell her that she should be able to see that course now in her course listings. So like I said, you can also go back to the front page and go to more, and you'll get the same settings here. The other one that I did want to point out was groups, and so groups, I'm going to have a separate video that shows how you can apply groups in different places, but if you had different groups within a course. Maybe they're working on a project together, or maybe it's some sort of reading and discussion, and each group is doing different things. You could create 2 different forums, and you could have restrictions. So only group 1 can access this particular forum, and only group 2 could access this other one. So the way you do this is basically just create a group in title. So I could say forum 1 group. And then I can hit Save Changes. And then I can add and remove users here. So I could select a couple folks here. I could add them in and then hit back to groups. So now I have this, and when you'll see in other videos, there are ways that you can apply a group restriction to any number of things in Moodle. So simply organizing these in advance can be helpful, especially if you have a larger class, and that way you can make sure you have some restrictions and have everyone looped into one group or lumped together. But if you don't have any use for this, it's not something that you would necessarily have to use in every course.